Hello and welcome to this video series. We're checking out submissions to the Dungeoncrawler Gamejam of 2023. This time we will have a look at Cyber Run Mission by ROBOWARRIOR. Yeah, it looks very interesting on the screenshots here. Let's have a quick look at the description here. Cyber Run Mission is a dungeon crawler with one mission prototype. If you want to play in better condition, download the Windows version. Yeah, already did that. Loading faster than HTML5 version between map. Control. Use arrow or WSD to move in the dungeon and your mouse to interact with the interface. You can press M to display the map in real time. Cool, there's a map. You can press Y to restart the game. In the Windows version, press F to switch. Oh, switching full screen mode. Nice. Okay. I will take some notes. Devlog part. I've learned a lot of this week. I passed many hours to creating and managing inventory systems, stats, battle, etc. Thinking about the function of the interface. I've looked a lot of videos of Dungeon Crawler to learn a lot. That's a good experience. I'm disappointed because create all this from nothing in 1 week was too big for only one person, I think. And my result was not that I think, but that's a good start. Ah, okay. The result was not as what he had expected at the start, but it's a good start. Well, the screenshots look nice. For the graphics, I've used the AI like DALL-E to generate portraits and some texture. Oh, cool. I've modified a lot of them to have a best result, and I create other by myself. The sound was created with lab chips, and the ambient music with Music Match. Yeah, there's an issue with their music already, which you can hear in the background. And yeah, you could maybe hear it. There's a very short loop of maybe 10-15 seconds or so, but you can hear there's a noise when this loop is ending and it's restarting. Is some noise every time when it's looping, and this is a bit annoying, but we will see. This is, by the way, not just something this game has as a problem. I saw that with a couple of jam games, and I even saw that on at least one commercial game. Might not be something which everyone notices, but for me it's like, yeah. Anyways, all the lab code was all the code was created in Game Maker from nothing. Okay. If you enjoy this, tell me. There are also not a lot of Game Maker games this time, so will be interesting. 3D Cyberpunk Dungeon Crawler Game Maker Retro. Alright, well, let's jump into Cyber Run Mission by ROBOWARRIOR. And here we are in full screen. Unknown user, hello mercenary. If you agree, I have a mission for you. My client needs a recuperation in a precise place. The place is situated in a part of a fortress. You need to go in and wait the instruction on place. This can be dangerous. Take the best stuff with you and be prudent. But you need a partner for this mission. I'll help you to find it after this message. End of transmission. Alright. Character creation. Okay. Yeah, if you're checking mechanics of crawlers, then rolling dice to create your character is definitely not a choice I would take. Yeah, I mean, just for those maybe not so familiar with the genre. So in the 80s and early 90s, it was kind of common to roll dice for your characters, and this of course leads to a lot of randomness. And I mean, even I think in the Eye of the Beholder games, you could then just decide to ignore the dice and just set everything to max, for example. Dice rolling, especially with loading and saving and the ability to just restart the game again and again, is not a great idea. And modern crawlers, modern games, RPGs in general, don't use dice rolls anymore. I mean, yes, this can be somewhat retro, and for a jam game it's perfectly fine, but just saying, because it was in the description about watching checking old crawlers about the mechanics. The dice rolling for the character creation is definitely, I don't want to see in any modern games. Alright, relaunch the dice. No, 6 is fine. I'm not sure if I can do anything with that. Start with these stats. No, I think this is just, yeah, re-rolling everything, and the 6 is just the icon. Yeah, so now I would like spend 3 hours just rolling until I've got the best results. I, of course, have no idea what all these stats mean, but you can already see that this is not a sum. This is, of course, also an option that you have a sum of a budget, basically, and the budget is always the same. It's just distributed differently. But then you still have issues, but that's a completely different discussion. So we will take just that. 120, that's fine. Hello, welcome to the World of Cyber Run mission. You need to go into the fortress to complete the mission entrusted by the client. Try to find all the secrets to become powerful and complete your quest. Be proud, young mercenary. Alright. Boop, boop. Boop, boop. This is, I guess, healing. Oh, we got a shop. Best shop. Okay, and tons of icons here. Dagger. Dagger attack +1, attack +3. I mean, we can just buy stuff now. Revival code. Neuro booster. Strength +1. Yeah, why would you buy strength for 1 if you can just like roll the dice 10 times more, right? It's, yeah. So let's try and boost our attack, because killing enemies is the best way to avoid damage. This is also +3. Alright, I guess this is closing. Well, it got an inventory, so, and a pretty decent one. So, that's nice. Okay. Yeah. Cool. We can't slide forward. Yeah, I don't want to. Let's talk about the... that's a battle. So we are in some kind of hub and we can go into battle. So this is not actually a combat zone, but more a representation of the city, I guess. There's another battle. Okay. Or maybe this is just one battle and this is not a battle zone. Alright. This was... there's the map. Okay. Yeah, that looks a bit rough, but it's fine. Oh, and we have something on the top right. I'm not sure what this means. But... now the next thing would be another thing which I implement is implemented this massively randomly spawning encounters. But luckily these are static. Okay. And okay, we see that this is basically optional. We already approached from both sides. Yeah, perspective. That's something which is yeah, a bit problematic, because we can't really see where we are in the dungeon. I mean, we look forward and we see the tiles in front of us, but we can't see what's left and right of us, directly left and right. I mean, in other games you can often, not always, you can often also sidestepping, and this of course is not a thing here, but usually you would also be able to see that there's a wall to the right and to the left, so that you could also sidestep to these directions, for example. But also, you know, okay, I can turn right and left, and I know there is something. Especially if you're in a battle and then you're getting out and you're not just turning around and see where you are. So having, usually when you're on a tile, you can see or should see the wall left and right of the tile you're standing on and the floor you're standing on. That's not really necessary, but it's nice, and it can help you. Depending on how the game is designed, you can pick up items and so on. So I prepared something, which is minimizing the game. It's still showing for you, I think. So yeah, this is Grimrock, for example. So you can see. Now I need to change back. You can see that this here is on Grimrock. This is still the tile we were standing on, and then on the left side, it's the wall is visible from the tile we are standing on, and only the next tile there is the, well, actually the next tile, and you can see that the tile size is pretty much of the same as in this game. Now I can also, Legend of Grimrock is a newer crawler. Now let me show you Lands of Lore as an older crawler as an example. But there's the same. You can see like this is of course an aspect ratio of just 4:3. Actually a bit changed here, but 4:3. So you can see that this is the tile you're standing on, the red one here. And the wall to the left, and the wall to the right, and well, actually there's no wall to the right, right? So there's, but yeah, you can see that also the tile size is a bit different, but they follow the same system basically. And with the controls, you can hold the W key to move forward for a continuous movement, and that feels fine. There is no queuing up of buttons. So, for example, if I move forward and right, it's not working. So that would be something which would be nice. So if you move forward and already type the right key, and let me switch once again. The game always takes to load a bit, so it's a bit so if I move forward and type right, forward right, it's basically ignoring my right input. I need to wait until the character arrives, and then I can turn to the right. And the turning could also be a bit faster. Now I think I went out of the window, but doesn't matter. Alright, let me switch back. Full screen! Yeah. Alright. Let's continue our exploration and actually start some battle here. Okay, so this is the total amount of tiles on the map and our exploration progress, I guess. I don't know if we need to explore everything. Delinko und Endnuborg. Alright. They only have 10 hit points. Attack and heal ally. Okay, cool. Attack. And let's attack that. Player deals 1 damage to D-Link 0. now it's her turn. Attack. And we killed the first one, dealing 0. Okay. Deal 1 damage. Is this the progress bar? Like, once this is full, the enemy is going to attack us? Looks like it. Yeah, now it attacked and did 1 damage there. Okay. Victory. You find 139. Cool, cool, cool. Let me quickly adjust the sound just a little bit, so because the combat was a bit louder. So the combat is actually has like with the interface, some very solid basics. So we will need to see how other combat, how other fights will play out. But that looked pretty good. And I found a secret. Nice. You found 100 credits. Yeah, that's cool. But besides of that, nothing here. And that's also something where I, like with the sidestepping, of course, if you want to check the wall for secrets and just bump into every single tile, you can do that much quicker. And we got a door. You can do that much quicker if you can strafe. Let's check this room. Okay. So yeah, I mean, the cool thing here is, first, we have multiple enemies in a turn-based battle, so there can be some tactics. I'm not sure if this will be the case here, because this seems very raw for now. But, so the interface looks very solid. It's not like you could click on anything and break some stuff easily. We have a combat log, which I always find great to have, because you can actually see and learn what is going on. You can clearly see which character is active with this thing here. Attack that enemy. And if you have multiple enemies, then you can also have different like strengths and weaknesses on the enemies. And then make it a tactical decision of which enemy you actually want to attack. So that's, I think, a very easy way to make combat... Oh, nice. Oh, that's a teleporter. Oh, and we are in a different level now. So, yeah, combat with character selection or with enemy selection and multiple different enemy types is a great way to give some tactical elements into the combat, where you actually need to decide, like, what's the best choice, who to kill first. Right now, these enemies are just 2 times the same, so there's not really any point in changing anything. So I hope that this will progress a bit and we will get some different enemies. But you can also see that the characters I rolled in the beginning, with the 120 hit points, they might have been a bit OP already. So I can just kill everything. And maybe we can also heal. Yeah, that's also probably too strong. So I'm just clicking through that, which is a bit of a shame. Did I mention that the turning should be faster? I mean, yeah, it should be faster. Alright. There's another battle. Poop. 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 So the one only had 2 hit points, and this one now has 10 hit points, right? So it makes sense to kill the one with the 2 hit points first. Well, you are here, good job. Now I have a request for you. That was only a test to prove your engagement. Like you see, there's nothing here. It's only because the game is not finished. Not enough, timed maybe, but if you like this beginning, you can help the developer. Give him advice and comment. That's all. Have a nice day. End of transmission. Game over. Cyber Run mission. Okay, right. Let's just jump into the game one more time. Yeah, if we just... I mean, even with just 40, I think the other... I'm not sure if like intelligence or luck, if they're even implemented. But let's just... Okay. Oh, and the map is randomly... No. Did we have this door before? I don't remember. So, anyways. So, as I mentioned... the perspective it would be better if the camera is a little bit back, turning a bit faster, movement that it's queued up so that you, if you move forward right, then that the right action is actually executed. That would be nice. I like the interface, and that's actually something hard to do for... Actually, we didn't even use that. It's something hard to do in like the jam environments. I mean, in most games, there is no inventory because there's a lot of work involved with interface work and things going wrong and so on. And this seems to be very solid, so that's nice. Same for the combat, a very solid groundwork, and I think you can do something interesting with it, but of course there needs to be more of everything regarding the content. Yeah, the graphics, the the portraits look nice. They look a little bit like different styles though. The texture of the face looks different than that, but they are fine. Then we have the pixel graphics here. They are also okay in itself, but they are not really meaning anything, right? I mean, this looks like we are in some weird Tron spaceship or something. I mean, for a jam game, yes, it's fine, but of course it's nothing special. Regarding the music, it's nice that there is something. Better than just having silence, but of course it's also not a highlight. We did have some decent... We have some footsteps. Yeah, not the best ones, but there are footsteps. And we also had some sound effects over here, right? We have different music in combat. Yeah, we only have like this... Yeah, we have a very slight bump noise. That's not really much, but yeah, you can see that now, where we're not starting with these Imba characters. Our hero is already down to 1. So yeah, and we have a mini map. So yeah, I think in this game, the development was focused on having a very wide game with all features, and then the content was lacking. So it's nice to see as a demo version, but of course there's not really much playable there. So others would have focused probably like skip the inventory and the shop, and then have like 2 more levels or something special to find with different textures, and to have a more complete game experience without all the detailed features. But I mean, that's also nice that it's in here. So I think it's a very solid like groundwork with the interface, enemy combat, and so on. Slight improvements for the perspective, and the movement needs to be done, I think. And yeah, but I think that's a nice entry. Cyber Run mission by ROBOWARRIOR. So if you want to check out the game, then you can find the link down in the video description. And if you're interested in watching more videos of this jam, you can also find a playlist down in the video description with all the entries I did video or published videos of so far. And of course, you can also subscribe to the channel to not miss any future videos I publish. And with that, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you again next time. Bye bye.